Hey guys, in my last video, the Wrong Turn series review, I told you I was going to review the Final Destination movies. So I got all those, so I'm going to do a review on them. Here you got your first one, Final Destination. Very, very good. You've got Devon Sawa, Ali Larter, and Cher Smith. This movie is a very good movie. I really loved the Final Destination movie. It's about these kids and they're getting on a flight to Paris, and this guy right here, he's the boy. He says the plane's gonna crash and everything because he had a vision of like plane crashing, and he gets a couple people off the plane, and then the plane crashes, and then one by one the survivors start dying. Death comes after them. It's a very, very good movie. I thought it was filled with action. It's not really a horror movie, but you will find it in the horror section. As it says on the side, it says thriller. But it's not really horror, it's mostly thriller, but it's a nice movie. It was really good. It's rated R for violence, terror, and language. Very, very good. I bought this for $5 at Coconuts. That's where I buy all my movies. So definitely check that out. Then there's Final Destination 2. You can't cheat death twice. I paid this for $5 too. I bought both of them together at Coconuts for $5. Very good prices, I gotta tell you. This has Ali Larter in it. This is a very good sequel. It's so much better than the first one. Very, very good. You have to see it. Great special effects. Again, this one is kind of a horror movie. I mean, the first one was thriller. This says horror on the side, so it's not thriller or action. This one's like, yeah, actually it is action and horror mostly. But Final Destination 2 was actually a very, very good one. The girl is going on a road trip to I forget where she's going. I think Myrtle Beach or something. And she's in a car with friends, and then there's a big car accident on the streets, and she has a vision of it, and then she backs up all these people and saves their lives, really, and then there's a big accident, and then death comes after them. And death gets them really, really good in this one. Like, completely great. The people get killed so out of the ordinary that it's just amazing. It's rated R for, what does that say? For strong violence, gruesome accidents, language, drug content, and some nudity. But the movie's very good. Highly recommend Final Destination 2. So much better than the first one. You have to see it. Next, you got Final Destination 3. This is the 2-disc Thrill Ride edition. This one, it was better than the first one, but it's not as good as the second one. Many people actually like this better than the second one, but I didn't like it more than the second one, actually. But it's about these kids, and they're at a theme park for like a graduation or something, and they get on the roller coaster, and then the girl has a vision of the roller coaster crashing, and then it crashes, and she saves a couple people, and then death comes after them. Death didn't really get them as good as they did in the second one, but I mean, the deaths in the film are very predictable, like very, very, very predictable. I mean, you can probably tell what's gonna happen. This one is not a thrill. This one's not horror. This one's more like comedy and action and thriller. I mean, there's a little bit of comedy in this movie. I was actually surprised about that. Some comedy. But my favorite part in the film was probably the roller coaster crash. The roller coaster part was very, very good. It's rated R for strong horror, violence, gore, language, and some nudity. I don't know why it says strong horror violence. It should just say strong violence, because it's not horror, actually. but it's alright. And next, you got your last one, The Final Destination in 3D. I actually did like this one. Many people didn't like it, but it was alright. I mean, it was better than the third one. It's about these teenagers, and they're at a 4 teenagers and a couple of other people. They're at a race car track, and they're seeing the race. And then there's car crashes and explosions, and they all die. And then he sees a vision, and then he gets his friends and a couple other people out. But it's not a bad one. I mean, it had its moments, but it was so much better than the third one, and better than the first one. But this one's horror, horror. All horror, no action, no violence. Well, actually, there is violence. No action, no thriller. This is straight out horror. It just says, leave all that action behind, get to the horror. So this movie kind of just pushes the third and the first one away and says, let's follow the second one and let's make horror. But the movie's good. I enjoyed it. That's my favorite part right there, was the escalator scene. It's rated R for, what does it say? Strong violence, gruesome accidents, language, and a scene of sexuality. The movie was very good. I liked it. Many people in the movie theater kind of left. A couple people left because they didn't like the movie, and it was too gory, but I enjoyed it. And that's the Final Destination series. I'd definitely be checking out Final Destination 5. That comes out in, I think it's June of 2011. But definitely check out the Final Destination series. Very good series. You'll find them all, I believe, in the horror section. Very good movies. My favorite was the second one, and then I liked the fourth one, and then I liked the third one, and then the first one. But definitely check out the Final Destination series. Very fun series, and I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.